Hello, boys and girls. I am Ms. Moran, and welcome back to your math lesson. This week, we're going to be reviewing addition. I don't know if you remember it. We looked at it a while back, but today we're going to, or all of this week, we're going to be adding. So, word problems is when somebody tells you the problem, gives you information, and then you add the information that they give you. So, they're going to give you numbers, and you're going to add them. Okay, so for this week, you really have to listen and pay attention so that you know what you need to add. An example of a word problem is if you look down here, over here where the fishes are, a word problem will be something like this. There was one fish in the pond, then three more joined them. How many fish in all? So if there was one fish and then three more joined them, how many do I have more? Or how many fish I have in all. So in order for you to get that answer, you have to count, right? You have to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there's 4 fish. Okay. So it's going to be word problems today. And like I told you, you have to really pay attention for word problems. You have to listen. Here are some words that are going to give you a clue that we're going to be adding. So some of those words are when you hear all together, that means we're going to be adding. So if you hear I have one dog and then I got two more. How many do I have altogether? So that's telling you that you need to count all of your fingers to figure out how many you have. Okay? Or the word join. So if we say there's two butterflies and then two more join them, how many do I have? Or how many butterflies are there? So join means that you're going to add all of them together to find out. Okay, so you have two here and two here. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 butterflies, right? Another word that tells you that you're going to be adding is when you hear the word in all. So I have 3 pencils and then my teacher gives me 2 more. How many pencils do I have in all? So when you hear in all, that means that you're going to count everything together and that's going to give you your answer. So 3 and 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 pencils in all. Okay. Another word would be more. So if I say I have 3 grapes and then I get 2 more, how many do I have in total? More will mean that you're adding again. So we're going to have to count them all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 grapes. Okay. And also the other word would be add. So if I say I have 1 ball and then I add another ball, how many balls do I have? Well, I have 1 and 2. I have 2 balls because I'm adding them together. I'm counting them all together. Okay. And another one, of course, is the plus sign. Remember, this is the plus sign. That's the name of that sign. And whenever we see that plus sign, it means we're going to add. But today, we're not going to worry so much about the number sentences. We're going to be listening to the word problems in order to be able to add and get an answer. Okay? So let's do a couple activities and then we'll talk about your homework. Let's get started. Okay, so for today's activity, we are going to continue doing addition word problems. Remember, I'm going to read the word problem up here, and then we're going to use this 5 frame. We're gonna be doing word problems with fish today. So we're going to be moving the fishes up here. We're only going to put 1 fish per square. We cannot put 2 fishes in 1 square. We can only put 1 fish. And then over here in the blank, we're going to move one of these numbers. Whatever our answer is, we're going to move it up here. Okay, so let's get started with this problem. There was 3 fish in the pond, or there were 3 fish in the pond. Then 1 more fish joined in. How many fish were there in all? Okay, so again, like I told you yesterday, I have the number 3 in red and the number 1 in red because those are the numbers that I'm going to be adding. And the word in all, because the word in all gives us a clue that we're going to be adding or counting everything together. All right, so I'm going to read it one more time, and this time we're going to move the fish. There were 3 fish. So first there were 3 fish. So 1, 2, and 3. There were 3 fish in the pond. Then 1 more joined in. So I need to add 1 more fish. How many fish were there in all? So we have to count all of this fish. We're not going to count this one. Nope, because this is not a part of the problem. It's only the ones up here on the 5 frame. So let's count them. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So there are 4 fish. We should put the 4 here. So which one's number 4? That's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this one's 4. We're going to move it up here. They are 4 fish. Good job. All right, let's go to our second problem for today. I'm going to read it first and then we'll start moving the fish. There were 2 fish in the pond. Then 2 more joined in. How many fish were there in all? Okay, so let's start. There were 2 fish in the pond first, 2 of them, 1 and 2. Then, do you remember how many more joined them? Then 2 more fish joined in. So 1 and 2. How many fish were there in all? So let's count them. 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's 4 also. So we're going to look at number 4 and we're going to put it here. So now our sentence says, there are 4 fish. So there are 4 fish in the pond. Good job. Okay, now let's talk about your homework. Your homework is going to be very similar to what we just did. Okay, boys and girls, let's talk about your homework now. Remember, all this week we are doing addition word problems. So we are adding. Remember, up here I'll have the word problem or the question that I'm going to ask you. You can also click around here and then you can push play and then I'll read it for you. We're using this 5 frame. You're going to be moving this objects or fishes up here. There's only 1 fish per square. You can't put 2 in 1. And then after you put all the fishes that they ask you for in the word problem, you're going to count them. And then you're going to put the answer right here. So you can move one of these numbers up there. Okay? Let me read the first one. There was 1 fish in the pond. Then 4 more fish joined in. How many fish were there in all? Okay, so you're supposed to put 1 fish first, then 4 more, and then you count them all together and you write the answer there. This one says, this is the second problem, the second slide, or the second page. There was 2 fish in the pond, and then 1 more fish joined in. How many fish were there in all? So there was 2 fish first, so you're gonna move 2 fish, 1, 2 here, and then 1 more joined. You're gonna move those fishes up here, and then you're gonna count them all. The ones that are up here, not the ones down here. The ones that are up here. You're gonna count them all, and then choose a number and put it up here. Okay? All right. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. I'll see you here tomorrow. Bye-bye.